Hi everyone, today we are going to be covering record types. So we're really going to get into the details of things now. But we're going to start with a fairly simple record type, which is with our contact object. All right, so you're going to want to come into your playground, which you've been using for your Jump in Jan challenge. I was about to say Jump in July, but we're not quite there yet. And open up your contacts. And then in our contacts here, when we're creating record types, a record type is basically when you want to create two different types of the same object. So right now we have contacts, all right? And if you want to add a new person, then you would just create one. There's only one type of contact that you can create, right? Which is just the normal contacts. But maybe you have two different types of contacts. All right, maybe you have partner contacts, which are people that your business partners with, and then you have customer contacts. So two completely different roles, right? Two completely different types of contacts that you want to store. And for each of them, you'll store different fields, different pieces of information, and you want to kind of keep them a bit separate. This is where record types can come in. So instead of just having all contacts, for example, up here when we go new, it just straight away, it doesn't even give us an option. There's just this one new contact. But we want there to be two different options. All right, they could be anything, but for our example, we'll do one partner and then one customer. So we're going to jump into our setup menu. You can go straight to the setup or you can go to edit object. If you go through the setup menu path, then you just need to make sure that you go to Object Manager and then open up the contact. Otherwise, this here is a little bit of a shortcut. Now, when we're doing this for a contact object, it's fairly simple, really. We need to make sure that we've got a couple of things all ready to go before we can actually create our record type. The first thing that we need to make sure that we have is any extra fields and any extra page layouts that we need. So everything is kind of using this contact layout at the moment. There's these other ones here which are kind of example ones. We're just going to ignore those. But maybe we want to actually create a new page layout which is for our partners. So what I'm going to do is come up to this new button and click on new. We're going to create a brand new page layout and we're going to base it off an existing page layout, which will just be the normal contact one. And we'll call this one our partner contact layout. Okay, you could try a feed-based layout if you want to see what it looks like. In fact, why not? Let's give it a go, hey, so that you can have a look. Otherwise, then it will just look like a normal page layout, but we can go for a feed-based one just so you can have a look and see what it's like. And then on our partner layout, you only want to include the fields that are relevant for your partner contacts. This is one of the great advantages of using two different page layouts and of using record types, is that you don't need to keep fields on your partner contact that aren't necessary for a partner. All right, and same with your customer. You don't want to have your partner fields on your customer page layout and vice versa. So I'm just going to remove some here that I don't think are going to be relevant for our partners. Fax can definitely go. Home phone can go. We've got birth date, that can probably go. Department is important. I don't think they'll need any assistant things. Mailing address, other address. That's pretty good. All right, so that's all looking pretty good, I think. Happy with that. So if I'm feeling good with that, then I can go ahead and save this. And I'm just going to use the normal contact layout for my customer contacts. So this will be our customer contact. This will be our partner contacts. If there were any other fields that I want to add, then I just go into my fields and add those in there. And then I'm just going to come into this record types here. And we're going to go up and click on new. And we're just going to go ahead and create our new record types. All right, so by default, they already have kind of a hidden master record type, which is just the default. but we're going to call this one partner contact. Okay, and we might say for contacts that are partners, partners of the business. All right, active, and then we're just going to make it available to everyone, but you might decide that you only want it available for a certain number of people, and make sure that it's ticked for you, the system admin. And we'll go next. All right, what page layout do you want to use? This is where we're glad that we created that one before. Our partner contact layout, we'll select that. We're just going to keep it simple and use this one layout for everyone. If you wanted to, you could choose a different layout for different profiles. And then we're just going to go, you can go save, but we're going to go save in new because we're creating another record type, which is our customer. All right, so we'll base this one off the master one too. We'll call this customer contact for all customers of the business. There you go. Active, make it available for everyone. Next. All right, which page layout are we going to use? We're just going to use the standard one for this one. And then save. All right, record types often get a bit of a bad rep. They can be quite confusing, but they're actually pretty all good, really. They're pretty easy to understand. The important thing is that you actually do it yourself. All right, so now in here, we've come to this page which says that we have some pick lists available for editing. So what this means is that you can use a pick list on each record type. So let's say that you've got lead source, all right? And we can have the lead source on our partner contact and on our customer contact, but you might want to actually have different values for lead source for each one. So maybe we know that our partners are never going to come through, I don't know, Instagram or something like that. So we wouldn't include that option in our lead source pick list, but we would include it on our customer one. So if I just click edit here, you'll kind of see what I mean. So this is for our customer contact. And it's saying, well, what options do you want to have here for this pick list for your customer contact record type? Web, phone, inquiry, partner referral, purchase list. I might say, well, it all sounds good except for the partner referral. So we will remove that one, and the other ones look okay. So we'll save that. And then it might be slightly different when we go to our partner contact record type. So if I go back to my record type and then I'll open up my partner one, then in this one, I'm just going to adjust those pick list values again, but this time for our partner contact record type. So I'll go on edit. And then on this one, I'm going to say that they don't really come through phone inquiry and they don't come through purchase lists, but they do come through these other ones. So I'll save that there. All right, I think we're pretty ready to go. So they're both active, pretty happy with that. We're going to come back here, do a bit of a refresh, and just check that this all works. You can create record types on any object, but there are a few which you need to be really aware of. We're going to talk about those in the next video, which is contacts, leads, cases, and solutions. Right, those 4 objects have a special process, which we'll talk about next. But now if we go new, right, you can see instead of just automatically creating a new contact for us, we have these 2 different options. Partner contact for contacts that are partners of the business, and customer contact for all customers of the business. And if we chose our partner contact, all right, then you'll notice that it doesn't have the facts or any of those other fields because it's using our partner page layout. And also when I go to lead source, it's only got these 3 options. All right, which is the web, the partner referral, and the other. But then if I went back and I chose my customer contact, it's going to be using my customer contact page layout, which has facts and assistant and all of these other fields. And then also my lead source has web, phone inquiry, purchase list, and other. So these both record types are using the same, they're pulling from the same lead source list, so you don't have to maintain two different lists, which is really handy, but you can decide which values in any pick list is shown on each record type. The last thing that you need to know here is that when you create record types, it's really handy to create list views as well. So in this list view up here, all right, you can just go ahead and create a new list view. All right, you might call this partner contacts. You can choose who can view it, but I'll just keep it for me for now. And then in your filters on the side, you might want to filter it by record type. I always like to set this up when I've created a new record type. It just makes things way easier. It makes it easier to find your types of records and things like that. So let's just see if we can set this up quickly. All right, where are we going? I can't find the field for this here, so we might have to go and add it. Let's have a look. A lot of account things, aren't there? So I'm just going to pop back into my page layouts here, and I'm going to look for a field which is going to tell me about which record type it is. So in my page layout, I'm on my partner page layout. And at the top here, there we go, contact record type. Maybe I was just looking for the wrong type of field. But it's good to be able to add it in anyway. You know, it's really handy to be able to see this. Maybe somewhere at the top where you're going to be able to reference it easily. So that if someone clicks into it, they know straight away what type of contact this is. Is it a partner? Is it a customer? All right, and then I might just check here. I might have been looking in the wrong place. Let's have a look. There we go, I was looking. Contact record type equals, and then you can just choose customer or partner. All right, this is my partner one, so I'll choose partner, and then save. And I don't think I'll have anything in here, so I just created it. But now I'll be able to see that in my list view. And you can do the same for your customer ones too. So I hope that was useful to understand a bit more about record types, about how you can create them for the contact object. In the next video, we'll create a record type for the opportunity object, which is a little bit different. It's got a kind of added step there. So I hope that was useful, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.